doing well. How you doing, Ashley?
Good. It's good to see you, Jeff.
Great to see you as well.
How is Mudbugs doing? I see you did some revamping in there. How's that going?
It's going really well. We're in the process of revamping. We're going to polish the floors up a little bit, change out the banquette, get some different lighting for the artwork in there. Up lighting, down lighting. We're vacillating between the two and
bring a
just try to
sexy
jazz
vibe.
it up a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And service and business has been great over
Fantastic.
there.
Fantastic. Buda is just, they just haven't turned the faucet off.
Yeah.
They're just pouring in like we're the last place on earth. And
I know. And even with all the other competition coming in, you guys still have a waiting list, and it's always packed.
We do, yeah. And we really stopped thinking of it as competition. We think of it more as an attraction.
Yeah.
You know, people are really excited about Valentina's coming in, and they have tens of thousands of followers.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have a big following, period, and we're very excited about them opening up.
Yeah, and that should be soon, right?
Very soon.
Yeah.
I think they were hoping sometime in May. Here it is, a day removed. No, this is the last day of May, right?
Right? Yeah?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, June.
I'm sure you know that story, because last time we were in here, it was about, a little over a year ago?
A little over a year ago.
Yeah, and it was studs.
And sticks and dirt.
Yeah, and open concept, very open concept.
Very open air, yeah, al fresco.
It was like very ice house feel.
Yes.
And we were hanging cords and makeshift in what we did, and you were very optimistic with your timeline of 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
How's that working?
It's 2 to 3 months, a long time ago. But it's taken as long as it needs to take. You know, I've stopped. I was frustrated, like anybody would be, but I just stopped getting over amped about it because it's just going to happen. It's going to happen.
Right, right.
So it's this, but I'll tell you that this has been the single hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically a little bit.
Yeah.
Mentally though, for sure. I just let it get the best of me.
Right.
And now I haven't given up the ghost on it, but I have really come to terms with it's happening in a very purposeful way. Just like every board, every fixture in here is very purposeful.
Yeah.
I pick ideas like anybody does from what I've seen, and I really like the rustic. You can go anywhere and get shiny, brand new.
Right. That's like the whole concept nowadays.
It really
it loses the character and the charm of everything.
Yeah. We're rustic, antique.
Yeah.
I love how Mike Wolf on American Picker says, it's rusty gold.
Yeah.
And people are wanting to throw things away, but they know that I'm building this.
Right.
And they're just like, hey, do you want this? And sometimes it comes with a price. Sometimes it's just come pick it up.
Yeah.
And the chandeliers, the doors that are behind you are all from Jimmy Evans Construction's old office.
Yeah.
Up near Fonda San Miguel. And a friend of mine, her boss bought the building and said, come and get it.
Take it off my hands.
Take it off my hands, and we're not.
Well, those doors are beautiful.
They're gorgeous. They're my friend Webb Evans, who runs Jimmy Evans now. I took the plaques off. They're on the outside of those because that's his grandfather's.
Aww.
And so I have those set aside for him, and I've got my own design being made for that.
Yeah, like a belt buckle or something.
Bigger than a belt buckle. Those are as big as your head.
Knowing Jeff, it's huge.
It is. It's just, I think the logo, the crawfish with the pistols as claws, and or just might say J Parks, or I don't know yet.
Yeah.
We're in the design phase of that. That's the last thing I'm worried about.
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about anything right now. I just want to get it open so Buda can really have another phenomenal place to come eat.
Well, and it's great to actually be in here from a year ago and just to see all the vision come alive. Like, we talked a big game about your bathrooms. And I'm going to tell you, man, that female bathroom is sexy. Like, I don't know how you're going to keep females out of there and not wanting to spend a lot of time in there.
Well, y'all go in twos. I might need to put a bench in there. So I don't
It is a group effort.
It is. Now, we got all the cowboys. I think all the relative cowboys. You got Kevin Costner, Tom Selleck. You go throwback with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. You got Kurt Russell from Tombstone, Brad Pitt from A River Runs Through It, McConaughey, of course.
Yeah.
Matthew, I want you into my restaurants. Come on, man. I've got a big one down there, and I've got another
he needs to take
cowboy.
selfies with both of the pictures.
I'm telling you, I won't be, but all the women will.
Yeah.
I've got the other gender in the men's bathroom.
Yes.
So
and it's sexy too.
All the wonderful ladies, very tastefully done.
Yes. That man. She's the good one in there. So
she is the good one.
But it's beautifully how you done it, and then just the transitions from the rooms and the paint. When I came in here and saw the painting, and you're like, "Oh, I did that." I'm like, "What?" Like how time-consuming and just perfectly done it is. Like it's impressive. It's very impressive how you did. You repurposed doors for part of the walls just to add an element of character to it. Everything is like perfectly placed, and that has to do with the time that you took into it. So maybe the time worked in your favor.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we had that big metal barn that was sitting at the corner of the property. We ripped that down, and there were a lot of doors in there. Every single board in here, every single board is repurposed. The wainscoting, and they're all doors.
Yeah.
The sliding barn door for the private dining room here. Is the original front door for the house, which is that way.
Okay.
And the back door now, that door was the original front door of the house when it was here. So we repurposed everything that we possibly could. Again, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yes.
And this place is just a gold mine of treasure. I mean, you see the boards and the trim work here that have the little black speckling on it. Those were roofing boards, and that's tar remnant.
Okay.
And it just looked. The pattern is so perfect.
Yeah.
And so we did that all over the place, and of course everything has a clear coat spray on it. We went crazy with the clear coat and sprayed it. So
to preserve it.
Absolutely. The cabinet has been repurposed. My friend Kelly and I we redid that about a year or so ago. It used to be stark white. Now it's a midnight navy with pearl on the inside or oyster on the inside. I've got a signature wall that is right when you walk in the foyer that I want all my friends, a lot of my friends have signed it so far.
Yeah.
You just signed it a little bit ago.
I did. I did.
But very, very purposeful, and we have a communal sink. I found a beautiful big copper farmhouse sink that cost me about 1/100th of what it was for me to braze it and slope it back for ADA compliance, but that's fine. It's still gorgeous in its own right.
Yeah. Even the garbage can is copper.
It is. It was actually a garbage can that was inside this house, and my assistant general manager, DK, he sprayed it down, and he was like, we were spray painting some other things copper, and he was like, check this out. And I was like, oh, it's gorgeous, because I wanted to use it.
Yeah.
But it looked so horrible, and he knocked out the dents in it and painted it, and we got to get a lid for it, and there you go.
Yeah, so I guess you could say you're like eco-friendly.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's all about the earth. It's the only one we got.
Yes, 100%. So, okay, speaking of privacy, I heard that you are very much about conversations at the table. And so how are you trying to preserve this atmosphere with people enjoying it and being in it and really respecting it?
So we're taking a slightly different approach, and I've had 99% people go, great, we're really looking forward to it.
I think it's awesome.
Inside is reservation only. I have 31 seats. I can fit 2 more at the end of this. You're cramping 10 people into this room, but we'll do it. 31 seats, so it's reservation only inside. First come, first serve on the deck, but we do recommend reservations out there as well. Adults only 21 and up.
I love that.
18 and older if you're accompanied by an adult. And no cell phones allowed.
That is the best thing I've heard.
That's the best thing ever. I want you to pay respect to the company that you're with. Engage in that conversation versus somebody that's not there or something that is not there.
Right.
With your face down on the phone, you can't look around and go, oh my gosh, you know. I saw an interview with Tim Love. He's one of my very favorite chefs.
Yeah.
I love what he does with Lonesome Dove. He has a place up in Fort Worth called Katerina's.
Oh, okay.
And it's like 45, 47, 50 seats, something like that. And I saw an interview where he said, if you can't live without your cell phone for 2 hours, I'm not the place for you.
Yeah.
I'm like going, that is so fantastic. Comedy clubs do that. You don't take your phone into church. If you do, you really shouldn't.
Yeah. You're supposed to snooze them during a movie, so.
It's just a little, it's a company called Yonder. I worked with a sales rep there called Benji, and you put it up here, unlock it, power your phone off, or put it on silence, put it there.
My favorite is
lock
airplane
it back,
mode.
And we give the phone back to you, and you hold on to it through dinner. At the end of dinner, we unlock it and give it back to you.
So does the server carry that in when they come in?
No, this will be at the host stand.
Okay, okay.
So leaving the car, and I have had a little bit of conversation where people go, well, what if I have an emergency? Got that covered.
Yeah.
I have 3 lines. You have your obligatory incoming line, your rollover line, then we have an incoming line only as for emergencies. So, and you're given that number at the time you make a reservation.
Okay.
And so we have an old like 40s, 50s style telephone, and it's cordless.
Oh my gosh.
And so we bring it to you, the table,
that is pretty cool.
There you go. So we have that emergency covered too. And what if I want to take pictures? We have a photographer, a food photographer that's going to come in and take all the pictures of the food from all the different angles. I'm vacillating between letting the ladies come in and do the McConaughey picture like they do down at Mudbugs. That'd be the only exception I would give to somebody bringing a cell phone in, but I prefer not.
Right.
I want people to be in the moment.
Yeah.
Pay respect to the effort that went into the restaurant, to the people that pick the vegetables, to the animal that no longer is around to be on your plate. I mean, I'm getting kind of maybe a little sentimental there, but something ceased to be.
Right.
And a lot of effort went into this restaurant.
Yeah.
And a lot of effort is going to be going into every single meal. I got the best chef on the planet, in my opinion. He's just happened to be a very dear friend of mine. He's immensely talented at what he can do with ingredients. And I want people to just be in the moment.
Well, yeah, when you're distracted by this, you're not able to use all 5 senses, because you're preoccupied by something that's on here. And so the fact that, you're setting that as a precedent, I love that. And so what if you got those rebels that decide to, try and break the rule? What happens to them?
So we have... Top Gun's one of my favorite movies. Top Gun Maverick eclipses that. It's outstanding.
Yes.
And in the movie, there's a scene where there's a plaque that says, "Disrespect a lady, the Navy, or leave your cell phone on my bar. You buy the house around."
Yes.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
When you make a reservation online, you got to click that I agree to this. And if you disrespect a lady, ladies are paramount. I mean, we are not here without y'all.
Yeah.
Well,
I appreciate that.
Giver of life.
Almost being erased at this point in life.
Absolutely. But if you disrespect a lady, if you disrespect my industry, or if you sneak a cell phone in, you're going to buy the house around.
Right.
Don't believe me? Test our resolve.
Yeah.
And I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about this restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about the industry in general. And I want people to just, disconnect for a minute.
Right.
I want to echo Tim Love. If you can't live without your cell phone for 2 hours, I'm not the place for you.
No, exactly.
So I look them dead in the eye and tell them that. It's just, you can do it.
Yeah.
You don't do it at church. You don't do it at the comedy club.
Yeah. The movie theaters. I mean, you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. And I've seen people kicked out of, why? For what? To post hey, I'm here.
Right.
Post it before, post it after.
Right.
You have to post it be in the moment while you're in the moment.
Right, right. And that's the thing too, I don't think people realize is when they're too busy photographing them, they're not in the moment. They're capturing a moment. They're not in the moment, living it,
Yeah.
So I love that concept. I love that it's 21 and older too.
Yes.
And like your other establishment where there's kids on tablets and stuff there, I love that this is an adult place where you can just experience great food, have a great cocktail with friends and family, and just be in the moment and enjoy it.
Yeah,
so
that's what it's all about. And I love the kids.
All right.
Don't get me wrong.
I mean, I got
they're just
3, I
little
have to
human
love
beings
them.
trying to find their way.
Yeah.
But there needs to be that time where there's just
a
no
recharge.
Choice. I hear it from parents all the time. All my friends that are parents.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, we don't have the kids night, date night. This is your place.
Yes.
Mudbugs is the place.
Yes.
Mudbugs, of course the kids are allowed. It's a family restaurant. Elevated. People ask me, speaking of elevated, this little segue into what we do here. We're elevated Texas soul food.
Ooh.
Good for your soul food.
Yeah.
Now we have that remnants of soul food on the menu. The first thing I ever cooked, and I'm dating myself here, in 1974 when I was 5 years old.
Okay.
You weren't
doing the
around
math.
then, I don't
No, I
think.
was not. I wasn't even a thought.
Almost 50 years ago is when I cooked my first meal. And it was ham and beans over cornbread with cast iron scallop potatoes.
Ooh.
We're doing that here. Collard greens are going to be on the menu. We have
love a good
peacemaker
scalloped potato.
biscuit, which will probably fit this whole plate. And it'll have whatever the chef wants to put in that biscuit.
Dang.
A sauce that'll change whenever the chef wants to change it. Standard flatbread, which is like a pizza-style dish that what he wants to put on it is what it's going to be on it. Duck cigars. We have a flour tortilla, corn for those that are gluten intolerant. Yes, we do have many gluten-free options here.
Okay.
It'll be goat cheese, shredded duck confit, diced red bell peppers, diced onions rolled up, toothpick it, flash fry it, serve it with a habanero honey, the same thing we do with the knobs, or I'm sorry, the devil with a shotgun at Mudbugs. And 2 or 3, we haven't decided on the size yet. The Daily Dozen is the only meal that made the trek all the way across downtown.
Really?
Well, the ambiguity. You know, it won't be the same Daily Dozen they do down there.
Right.
It's his spin on it. 8 items. Our kitchen is smaller than our bar at Mudbugs.
Right.
We have 8 cocktails that have a lot of my friends' names on there. We'll have an amuse-bouche or a little munchie of the day. And one thing that I wanted to do at Mudbugs that we're not able to do because I don't have a bar outside, we are going to do it here. We will not have a standard happy hour, like 3 to 7, 4 to 6, or whatever. It's called Whistle to Whistle Happy Hour. As soon as we hear that train, happy hour is on.
I love that.
And it ends when the last boxcar crosses the crossing over here.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's off. It could be 2 happy hours a day, it could be 10 happy hours a day.
Oh man, you just hope that the train gets stuck at that time.
Shut your mouth. Actually, I do. But it's only for the day.
Okay.
I'm not doing it for the inside.
Okay.
The inside has its own little secrets that will reveal when you dine with us.
Yeah.
So a little tableside service that we're going to implement. You can reserve the bar stools outside.
Okay.
Again, first come, first serve outside, but we do recommend the reservation.
Yeah.
And all the rules, etiquettes, really, they're not to punish anybody.
No.
It's for people to just be here,
right.
be present, be actively present.
Yeah. Which I think, my husband and I were talking about this. I don't know if it's because of COVID or whatnot, but people just like don't know how to converse with one another anymore. Right. They don't know how to even like be friendly to a stranger anymore. And it's like you used to go out and about, and I mean, I'm a very talkative person, so is my husband. And so like when I see like the other day, someone was like, oh, mentioned my hometown. I'm like, oh, like, and we started this whole conversation.
Right.
That doesn't happen that much. And so to create an environment where you bring people together that aren't distracted by other things, like that is pretty cool to do.
It is. It's refreshing.
Yeah.
And it's a breath of fresh air from the past.
Right.
You know, sort of like our menu. It's old things done new ways, or new things done with the old flair. But yeah, we want. I mean, the tables inside the four 2-tops I have in the main dining room, they're 2 feet apart. You know, talk to your neighbors. You know, my ex-wife Brenda, who is the face of my Bloody Mary mix.
Yeah.
You know, when we used to go out to dinner, I'm sure she still does it now, just never met a stranger.
Right.
You know, just, oh my gosh, from Seattle, or you're wearing a Seahawks thing or whatever. And I'm not quite the same way. I mean, if I see somebody with a Cubs hat on, or, you know, somebody from our military that served with a Vietnam veteran hat or whatever, you know, thank them for their service. You know, beeline there was a gentleman the other day, and he must have been in his 90s, and just walking around Vietnam with all of his medals on his hat.
Oh, I love that.
And, you know, thank you for your service. And his wife was there and was like, thank you too. And she was like, not a lot of people thank the spouses.
Yeah.
You know, it's going back to the whole respect for the ladies. You know,
yeah, because they made a sacrifice too.
Yeah, I demand it here. You know, my grandfather passed in '77, New Year's Day. And it's still my hero, and I think about him every single day. His name, Chester, I've created a whole fictional character about the restaurant, like a little mini Forrest Gump read, if you will.
Okay.
And it includes my really dear friend, Christopher Starbuck Brown. He is not doing so well right now. He's out on the West Coast. He's battling pancreatic cancer, but one of my very dear friends. I've been renting his house for the past couple of years, and without him, I'll be homeless. You know, after my divorce, which was a great divorce.
Right.
It was super amicable. She's one of my very best friends.
To the point you slapped your face on your profitable Bloody Mary.
CEO of the Bloody Mary Company. But it's a little read about how one individual can touch so many different people's lives, and wonderful things can spin off of that, because everything that you do matters. One of my mentor, Andy Andrews, everything you do matters, not just the people that are around you, but for everybody all around the world and forever. Because a ripple doesn't just stop. It touches somebody and goes, and that's what I want to do. I can't touch every single human being, you know, on this planet, but I can tell you how I am about my restaurant, and then you can experience my restaurant, and then you can go tell somebody else, and so on and so on. It just goes and goes and goes. And you know, originally I wanted this place to be called Buda Metropolitan Saloon.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
I think we talked about it about a year ago, because there's nothing metropolitan about Buda.
No.
So oxymoronic, it's fun.
Right.
But then my buddy Greg and his fiance Lisa, they were, I think it was Nashville, you know, they were up there dining, and they noticed, you know, restaurants were like first initial, last name, or first name, last initial.
Yeah.
And they come back and they're like, hey, we've got a name for the place. And I was like, I already got it, Buda Metropolitan Saloon. He goes, no, Jay Parks. And I was like, no, I'm not the guy to put my name on a restaurant. I'm really not. Or else I'd have called it, you know, Jeff's Mudbugs. You know, I'm just not that guy. And I started telling my friends, they're like, that is really, really cool. And I was like, oh, J Park Saloon. And then we were really cleaning this house out. I found this ruler, and it's actually above the doorway when you walk in to the main dining room. And it's a ruler, a yardstick, and it's square and it tapers down. And a yardstick as a measure is a standard.
Yeah.
We're the standard. We want to be the standard for dining. We don't follow anybody. I don't worry about what anybody else does. You know, just like Valentina's is not going to worry what I do. Taste doesn't worry about what I do. Brooklyn's doesn't worry about it. They do what they do. They do it very well. You know, and they're unapologetic, just like I am. I'm not competition. We're attraction for each other. You know, when I first opened up Mudbugs, people were like, oh, you know, you're going to put Brooklyn's out of business. That's the wrong concept to have. That's a wrong thought to have in your brain.
Yeah, you guys can all play nicely in the sandbox.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so, I mean, look what Brooklyn's is doing. They've revamped the inside. It's beautiful in there. My friend Christina's, you know, managing it now. Brooklyn is such a great guy. You know, my buddy Ed McMurray and his wife Amy. They're really different. She hosts at the restaurant, and I play disc golf at his house every Sunday, just about. And they had these little ceramic pieces that were just busted up in their vast yard that they big. It's like a ranch almost. And I found 3 little pieces that weren't broken. I was like, hey, can I have these? They were just out in the yard, and they're like, yeah, take it. There's one above that door, one above that door, and one right there.
Oh.
And so I was
wondering what those were.
It's just little. Why not? You know, repurpose it. And people are it's a conversation point. You know, hey, what is that? I don't know. Let's ask somebody that works here. My staff will know just about every story of what is in here. There's hidden messages in the tracks that you see. There's letters, numbers, names all over the place. And I want people to leave their mark like I've left my mark. And so that's why we have that signature wall in there. It's like, you come in and you experience it and you put it down, it's immortalized until the earth stops in a few billion years. But let's let people come in and feel at home, feel comfortable, and just enjoy that moment, because that's what life is made of. I might be a little melodramatic now, but moments are what makes lives. You know?
I'm like, what happened when you were building this? Because you're very, like, mushy now. And I like it. Did you have like a meltdown and on your knees on the studs in here? You're like, just please, you know?
I had a few of those. You know, what is going on? And oh my gosh, what am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? But the more that you tell people, the more people ask, and I get asked, and I'm not joking, 150 times a day, when you opening? I was like, that's the $1 billion question.
Yeah, you can't rush perfection.
It's going to open when it's going to open. But yeah, I mean,
it'll be worth the wait.
Very emotional about this place. Every board specifically placed. I mean, the guys that are building this have just been phenomenal. My general contractor is great with houses. You know, and he saw my vision, and I mean, I didn't nail every board. Good Lord, I've nailed some. All the painting in this room, that room, the bathrooms, but the design is all right here. What do I think people will like when they walk in? More importantly, what do I like when I walk in the door? You know, I've got this thing. It's you got to have love within yourself, and I didn't for a long time because I'm like, I'm just a dude. You know, but I want to give people this love that I have, this love for the industry. But I couldn't because this started to weigh down on me. Is it really worth what I'm doing? Is it worth the mental, the physical toll that it's taken on me? At the beginning of April, I was in the emergency room 4 times in a week and spent the night in the hospital, anxiety, panic, and all that. And I was like, why worry about it?
Right.
The world's going to turn.
Yeah.
Somebody a million miles away is not going to care about me.
Right.
But I matter. I matter to me. I like to think that I matter to the people around me. So somebody yesterday, Jennifer Storm was in here, president of our EDC and a very dear friend of mine, a big advocate of what we're doing. And there was a girl with her, and she was like, "Oh, you've really put your mark on Buda." And I was like, "No. Buda put his mark on me."
You're right.
It's the first time that I've felt at home since I left home back in '87.
Yeah.
And as jokester as I get, people when I was opening up Mudbugs, "Hey, what are you doing?" High-end McDonald's. Really? No, not really.
Yeah.
But it's a nice icebreaker. But the community saved Mudbugs. Mudbugs and Buda saved Mudbugs. And I want to say thank you by bringing something to Buda that you don't have to travel. Nothing wrong with Austin, nothing wrong with Kyle.
There's a lot of things wrong with Austin.
Stay here.
Yeah.
Stay here.
Yeah.
And now what do we have? Again, we have Valentina's, we have Taste, we have us. I've got the concept, the diner, it's a mid-century modern diner, and Kyle next year. Then I've got one more concept that I'm going to do, and I want to put it to Buda. I want to give Buda 3 options to choose from.
Okay.
What does Buda want to have in here?
All right.
And that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So it's not going to be coming for about 2-3 years. I need a little time to rest.
You're going to do a vacay after this?
Yeah, I'm going to take a vacay. I got a buddy of mine in Hawaii that I went to college with. He and his family lived there. Plenty of homes on the coast I can go to. My business partner, her and her husband, they have a second house in Colorado.
Yes.
They said you can come out there pretty much anytime I want. Mona, I want to take you up on that.
Yeah.
Key West. I don't know, just to get away.
Yeah.
Because everybody needs that breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
And I need it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change anything I've ever done. I have 0 regrets in my life.
Right.
Only regret that I may have is that something I might have done may have inadvertently caused ill on somebody else.
Right.
And that's not with malice.
Right.
I am altruistic at heart. I want only the best for the people around me. And so that's why, this is how we do it. Let's be clear. We're doing few things exceptionally well versus the phone book of options half-assed.
Yeah.
And so I have 8 items, 8 cocktails. I've got a munchie of the day. I'm only going to do 1 dessert, but I want to give people an option. And it's going to change. I want to rotate that dessert because I don't want to take any business from my friend Jake.
Yeah.
He's got the Snowball's Chance there. And we're going to let you order Snowball's Chance off of my menu.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
And so I'll walk next door. My staff will walk next door, and we'll get that for you because his desserts are unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take anything from him.
Right.
I probably will not do any pasta dishes because the Michi is right there.
That's true.
And Fabrizio and Elpida are very good friends of mine, and I won't do that.
Right.
And I've given them my word I won't do that. In fact, I'm trying to get them in touch with some investors so they can get in brick and mortar.
Yeah.
Their food is too good to be holstered
It's
in a
really
trailer.
good. Yeah.
That's what we do here. That's what J Parks is all about. J Parks is about community. It's about stepping into yesteryear when cell phones didn't exist.
Right.
Oh my God, what did we do before cell phones? we talked.
I know.
We talked to people.
Yes.
We fellowshipped at a table. We cheered. We cheered without having to do this. We know what we look like drinking a drink. We know what we look like in a picture. Get a group picture before you walk in.
Right.
J Parks in the background. It's beautifully lit. I've got this amazing, almost 500-year-old Texas heritage oak right there. I've got another one over there.
Is it uplit too?
No, can't do uplit. We're dark sky compliant, which is fine.
Right.
Which is fine.
So just like have candlelit dinner out there?
Exactly, and that's it's the little sparkly LED things on the miniature little rope things that are inside.
Yeah, it looks like almost fairy-like.
Yeah. And they've got the little lantern shape.
Yeah,
and
like little lightning bugs.
Absolutely. We have a bar outside.
Ooh.
And we call it the Island J Bar. My friends Island and Kara Ferris, they owned 290 or Last Chance Saloon and Drip.
Okay.
Just north of where Nutty Brown used to be.
Yeah.
Well, they shut down. They didn't quite survive COVID. They rented out to a baker. does phenomenally well. But I got their bar.
Oh, nice.
I bought the bar from them, disassembled it, put it back here, put some other rusty pieces on it. We call it the Island J bar. When you look at it, there's a little dot, little counter, then the saloon door, which I got the saloon door from them too. And then the rest of the bar forms a J. So the island, because it's island and characters. And now they're doing microgreens. Oh. So we'll be stocking our shelves with microgreens at Mudbugs and here.
Oh, that's cool.
Very good.
Yeah.
Biodynamic, organic. Like I said, most of my menus gluten free.
Yeah.
I want to try to get for it all to be. I don't think I want to be able to do that, but we're going to accommodate as best we can.
Right.
For sure.
Drinks.
Drinks.
I'm all about cocktails. Cockies.
Full bar.
Yes.
Full bar. So you have the wine wall here.
Yes.
I worked at Vespaio for a few years back. Ryan Sampson is a friend of mine. He's a genius with food. Knows more about food than just about anybody I've ever met.
Okay.
They have the wine walls.
Okay.
So we're going to do the wine wall, but mine pivots open. I put it on casters.
What? That moves?
So the whole thing opens up.
It's like one of those old library walls.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So
That's
I have
pretty cool.
5 reds, 5 whites, and 2 bubbles. And no labels on my menu.
Okay.
So if I can only get 5 cases of this really killer Cabernet,
then you don't have to change the menu.
then I got to change the menu.
Right.
So now I've got 16 boxes right here, 5 reds, 5 whites, 2 for the bubbles, and then I can stock the rest with liquor. Ooh. We're a big bourbon and tequila community here. Then I've got little nicks up there for smaller things. So yes, I've got a full bar. We're going to start. I've got a guy that works for me. He's my lead bartender, Steve Gregory.
Okay.
He's a Marine veteran. I have 3 Marine veterans on my staff.
Oh, nice.
And he started the Newport Beach Whiskey Society.
Okay.
We're going to start the Buda Bourbon Society, or the Buda Whiskey Society, or whatever. We're going to have coins with your name and number stamped on it with our logo. We're going to have member mugs. I got 50 mugs.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. You can pick any number 0 through 99, and we're going to have them ceramic or porcelain mugs, probably ceramic, and with the logo and your name and number painted on it. And so when you come in, you'll get happy hour pricing whenever you drink from the mug.
When you bring your mug?
Yeah. We're going to store them here. We have 2 shelves on the hooks behind the bar.
Okay.
So, yep. We have a drink. We have, it's called the Cowboy Way.
Okay.
And it's dedicated to my buddy Chris. Back in the day, there was nothing, there were no craft cocktails.
Right.
It was a shot and a beer. And that's what it is, a shot and a beer.
Okay.
Shot of bourbon and a beer, and we'll price it accordingly. We've got the Mudslinger Mary, of course, my Bloody Mary mix. We've got the Old Baird Fashion, Chris Baird.
Okay.
Is a really good friend of mine. He owns Baird Pools and Baird Lawns.
Yes.
So he's a big bourbon drinker. And he's got a killer collection at his house.
Yeah.
And so it's called the Old Baird Fashion. And it's the current drink slinger's preference, and it's an old fashioned. It is what it is.
Are you gonna smoke it and everything too?
We will have that ability here, but that one is not.
Okay.
We have one called the Lady Punch. Soft on the lips, but watch out, she packs a punch. Take it easy on you.
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
What is in that one?
You would have to ask me.
Yes.
I don't have it right off the top of my head, but it's
probably tequila.
No, tequila. I think it's a vodka-based drink.
Ooh, okay.
Tito's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tito's a good friend and a mentor and one hell of an example of how to do business.
Yeah, for sure.
And philanthropic as can be. I love the guy.
Right.
We have the Holy Maria after my friend Kelly. It's her middle name.
Okay.
This one is it packs a punch. It's a super tart, like a key lime drink. She makes the best key lime pie you've ever had. I mean, it's amazing. And Murpho's.
Yes.
So I was actually writing the menu. I was going to call it the Huckleberry. And he comes into lunch one day, and I was like, "Hey Murphy!" And I started typing Murphy, and I was like, "Murfleberry."
Oh.
So it's a bourbon cocktail. It's got bourbon, peach schnapps, cranberry, and a couple other juices in it. It doesn't sound like it. It's phenomenal.
That actually sounds really good.
It's so very good.
Yeah.
I've got, oh my gosh. Oh, the Mona Rita.
Mona Rita. That's your tequila.
Mona's, so Mona and Richard came into another restaurant I worked at, the League out in Belvedere Village. His last job that I had, because I don't consider this a job.
Right.
And she goes, "Do you make a good margarita?" And I was like, "Ouch, that kind of hurts." I mean, she's like, "What?" I was like, "By definition, all my drinks are fantastic."
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, I'll be the judge of that."
Yeah.
So I made her one, and she was like, "Wow, that's the best margarita I've ever had." She went on to have 4.
Oh gosh.
So they left and went to go see a movie. The very first repeat guest I had at that restaurant. And she walked in the next day and she goes, I am mad at you. I'm like, what did I do? She goes, you made me drink 4 margaritas and I fell asleep during the opening credits of the movie.
My husband will tell you a story where I had too many pomegranate margaritas and ended up spending $80 in a sock shop.
Wow. There you go. I've never heard that before.
Yes. My husband's like, I can't leave you unattended with a margarita. I'm like, nope, sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
And then my buddy Jake Akers next door, one of my very best friends on the planet. He's just such a good-hearted person. He's tall like I am. He's very direct. He's right to the point. And so he loves Belvedere. It's his favorite vodka. And so he drinks a double Belvedere with rainwater and sparkling rainwater and lime. So that's the description on the menu. It's called The Jake. Tall, unassuming, to the point.
I love that.
All my friends, Jennifer Storm, she has, I want to rename the Lady Punch to the Storm.
Okay.
Because she's been so integral in navigating us through the waters with the city.
Yeah.
Which I will tell you what, I'm a big advocate of Micah Grau, our new city manager. Before him, progress was just not getting made, and everything was stalling.
Right.
And you see him walking up and down. Literally walking up and down the streets. 90-degree weather. The dude is Buda as Buda can be.
Yeah.
He's all about it for small business. I love the guy, not just for what he's done here, but for how he's leading.
Yeah.
It's not just leaving at its own will.
Right.
He's given direction and purpose to what city is supposed to be.
Yeah.
With him and Lee Urbanowski,
Yes.
our mayor.
Yes.
You know,
Lee's amazing too.
Amazing people. You know, our council people, Monica Davidson, Evan. You got Paul Dagereau, which is a good buddy of mine.
Yes.
I mean, that is refreshing to say that I know that they're not just leaders of this community. They're friends of mine.
Right.
And I don't go bitching and screaming and blah, blah, blah. I did.
Guilty.
But it had to be done at that point because nobody was being heard.
Right.
You know, speak softly, but I had to carry that big stick. And I never had to swing it though.
Right.
I let my voice boom. And because of them all pulling together, and I work with them, it's not a me thing. It's all about what can we do for the betterment of this community.
Yeah.
When this community does well, the next community is going to do well, and so on and so forth. And that's what we need to get back to is we're just in it too much these days for the monetary part of it.
Yes, unfortunately.
And I'll tell you, there's a guy right there, DK. Come on and get this camera shot real quick. This is my buddy DK.
Hey, how are you?
He's one of the 3 retired Marines. Well, once Marine, always Marine.
Yeah.
But this guy, his heart and soul, his heart and soul is in this restaurant as well. And all the copper around here, except for the ductwork here, that was pre-DK.
Okay.
But you look around and his touch is on it. Man, this place wouldn't be what it is without the collaboration that he's in. And
so you had the sparkle to
It's
it.
been fun, you know. Doing that sweat equity, it's nice to help start a new place. You know,
Yeah.
It just feels like makes you feel like more like home. You know?
Right, for sure. And there's just like a pride in it when you're part of it too.
Yeah. Came highly recommended, and I'll tell you what, dude's badass as badass gets. Thank you, brother.
It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
But I mean, that's what this is about.
Right.
You know, I got James that has taken time out of his days. He's unbelievable. I just sent him a, hey Snickums, are you mad at me? I've heard from you in 2 months, you know? And he was like, everything is just blowing up because people want to be here.
Right.
You know, and that's what he works with you. You know, and thank you so much for the time you've taken out because
you're welcome.
I mean, between real estate and kids.
Yes.
I mean, that's
got
just
a lot.
That's a cliche. It's a a parent is being a full-time job.
Yes.
But I mean, so, you know, I appreciate the time that you've taken out, the other interviews that you've done with me, the ones that will be coming up for the next concepts.
Yeah. Which is so funny. It's so exciting to see it evolve and become what it is. And it's refreshing to see you just so chill and laid back. Because I don't know if you remember our first very video, we went to go do mud bugs. It was like 10 a.m. and you started spiking your drink. And I was like, let's just sit down, have a conversation. And you are really what spun all of what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be very formal, an interview. And we sat down and just turned into like, what, 45 minutes or something
It did.
of us just having
Yeah.
a back and forth conversation, laughing about things, and it evolved to what it is. So, like, I thank you for being a part of that as well. So.
You know, the pleasure's all mine.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is. Like I said, I've got, it's such a collaborative effort. You know, from Dodie Dahlstrom at the Mill and Grain for having a vision of what she wants to go in there, very particular about it, and how she runs it, and how she treated us at the beginning of the pandemic. We would not be here without her. I wouldn't be here without, you know, my investors, Matthias, Rodney, Mona, Richard, they're aces. The amazing staff that I have at Mudbugs, because they're the reason that I'm here, because they do such a great job of running it that I don't have to worry about that.
You don't have to babysit it.
Exactly. Carlos Benavides, my director of operations, my original GM, Janine Jones, which is my badass general manager. Jay is my general manager here. I've got Sergio down there. Our newest addition is Leah. I feel like I'm wrapping it up on the Oscars, trying to get all these people.
I want to thank God.
But it's, you know, I was blessed. You know, I was invited to a chamber event, and I didn't know it was an awards thing. I honestly didn't. And people were like, "You're going to be there. You're going to be there." I was like, "Okay, I'll be there." I'm not a black tie guy.
Yeah.
You know, and I put a blazer on and had a pair of jeans and just a white button up, and we're having dinner, and then all of a sudden Jennifer Storm, I think it was Jennifer or Jackie, that has assemblage, and she was like, "Okay, next
Jackie.
it's going to be our awards ceremony." I was like, "Oh, awards ceremony." I was like, "Oh, cool, man! I got a lot of friends here. There's going to be a lot of my friends I want to congratulate."
Yeah.
And then Jackie gets up there and she was like something to the effect like, you know, this first one is, you know, it's really dear to me. It's a guy that is just, you know, has done things right in Buda and blah blah blah. And he's my next door neighbor, and I stopped and I was going, shut the hell up. I was like, business person of the year, just, I don't think of myself that way.
Yeah.
And everybody knew but me. And I was like, I almost cried.
Yeah.
I really didn't know what to say. And I didn't even know I wasn't supposed to talk, so I just started talking. I was like, I don't know what to say, just say thank you. So I said thank you and got off the stage. I don't think I let anybody else talk after that. It was like, did I take everybody else's talking time out? And they're like, no, you were supposed to just go up there and say thanks, get your picture taken. So I was the one that talked, but I did get my picture taken. But it affords me the opportunity to do this, to do the diner, even though it's in Kyle. Kyle needs great food.
Oh my gosh,
You know?
yes it does.
But then the last concept I want to bring here is I'm really working with the city, and I hope they'll work with me on a dual purpose property, commercial and industrial, because I want to produce the Bloody Mary manufacturing.
Yeah.
I want that here in Buda.
Right.
Like I said, it's the first place that I felt home since I left home. And here we are.
I mean, why don't we? Like, Dripping has all of their distilleries. Why don't we got something here? You know, put it on the map.
I won't be doing booze though.
Yeah.
This is just the Bloody Mary.
You're gonna
mix.
compete with the wiener dogs here. You know.
Hey, maybe we'll have a Mudslinger sponsored wiener dog in the race next year.
That would be fun.
Yeah, we want to reach the whole world on that.
Yeah.
Right now, Twin Liquor has just been phenomenal with us. We're exclusively in Twin Liquors as far as retail goes. We're in a handful of restaurants and bars that we cultivated those relationships before we signed with Twin. In fact, we've got a meeting next week with Twin Liquors to boost us into that next stratosphere of distribution, get us into Republic National, get us coast to coast. I got a buddy of mine that wants to take me out to California.
Oh.
Trader Joe's.
I'm sure you'll be back.
So I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back. Oh, I'll be back. No. California is a great place to visit, but my
beautiful.
My heart is 100% here.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine living anywhere else with any other people.
Right.
Buda is the best town.
So, when are we opening? When can I make a reservation?
Yes. In the next 2 weeks, we should be having our final inspections this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got our fire inspection, our final inspection, then our health department inspection. Those are lined up for, I think, tomorrow or Friday.
Okay.
We'll start training next week, and then after that, it's open.
Yeah.
Blood guns a-blazing.
Right in time
Pun
for
intended.
Father's Day and 4th of July and all of
4th
that.
of July will be massive here. You can almost see the
Yeah.
fireworks from right here.
Yeah, from that patio would be perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's that patio though. Whoa. Midsummer to early fall. Mm-hmm. Hopefully with the historical preservation and the city's help.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
We're gonna build a pergola.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enclose almost from the tree over.
Okay.
Now, I've already got impervious coverage passed, and we just had a certified arborist out here not too long ago that says that our pergola will not impact
The tree.
the tree,
Yeah.
the critical root zone, or the growth or anything.
Right.
So that's paramount for the business on the deck. I can have it enclosed in the wintertime.
Yeah.
I can have
Put
it open
fans
for the
and all of
summertime.
that. Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That'd be
So,
really pretty.
Yeah, we're looking at in the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping. Is today Wednesday?
It is.
I'm hoping 2 weeks from today to launch our first friends and family
Ooh.
gathering. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll do friends and family Monday or that Wednesday through Saturday, shut down on Sunday. I won't be doing brunch anytime soon, probably
Yeah.
for 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
I want the staff to get acclimated to the service and what we're doing for that first, which won't be that difficult, 8 items. And we're only hiring bartenders, and they're all polished industry veterans. Then we will do brunch.
Okay.
Just like Mudbugs will only be open for brunch on Sundays.
Right.
Close at 3:30, 3 o'clock, whatever it is. And then eventually we'll get into early morning coffee, pastries, and lunch.
Okay.
But that'll probably be a few months down the road. Probably I'd say mid-fall
Yeah.
to early winter. Reason being is because our lunch menu will be completely different than our dinner menu.
Oh.
Yeah, same items done a different way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, more lunch, grab and go versus. And our food here for the dinner menu, they're not full entrees. It's in between like a tapas
Okay.
and a full. So you can get like 2 or 3 of mine.
Yeah.
And there's no differentiating appetizers from salads to
Okay.
soup and entree.
Yeah.
We have a wedge salad called Pratt's Wedgie. Greg Pratt, one of my best friends, he built the bar in there. I know James will be getting a little video shoot of
Yeah.
everything, so he put his stamp on it, literally branded it into the bar.
Oh, cool.
It's gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful bars I've ever seen. It's 100% recycled everything.
That is
It is
cool.
awesome. Pratt's Wedgie is what we're calling it. Best wedge salad I've ever had. The duck cigars, oysters done 3 different ways. Raw, cobalt Cajun.
Okay.
It's got like Cajun cheeses and stuff in it. We
Ooh.
bake those, and then a crispy feller. So we take Rockefeller, we pull the oyster out, put the spinach Pernod, Parmesan, cream on top, fry the oyster, and put it on top of that.
Oh,
Get a little
okay.
texture.
Yeah.
Muffaletta. Yep. Do the whole half or quarter. The duck cigars, like I mentioned earlier, the flatbread, the Daily Dozen. We have the cheddar biscuits they have at Red Lobster.
Yes.
So yeah, right.
Yes.
It's been years since I've been and had
I
one.
know.
but
I was like, when was the last time
Something
I
like
had one?
3, 4, 5 times the size of that, but it's got like the seafood, or we put whatever ingredients in it. So it's a big giant version of that, and whatever sauce he wants to change.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So some carbs when you need them for all the cocktails.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no shrimp and grits here. Leave that down there. I'm not going to compete with my bugs.
No, you definitely need something separate.
Yeah.
And it's a light, which I love what you're doing with the smaller plates. It kind of encourages you to have a gathering and nibble off of each other's plate and whatnot,
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, again, not competition, friendly at best,
Right.
but just mutual attraction. Bring more people to downtown Buda.
Yeah.
I want to be on the waiter. I want people pissed off at me because I can't get in for months.
Right.
I do.
Yeah.
I was like, man, make your reservation sooner.
Yeah.
We're
Think smarter.
21 and up, reservations only, pretty much, and no cell phones allowed. We're unapologetic because we really don't have to be.
Right.
You know, it's not a. If you do something to the best of your ability, or else just don't do it at all.
Right.
And don't apologize for it. 2 things you never apologize for: family and success. We all have that crazy uncle. You know, you got to
Yep.
apologize sometimes about
Yep.
it. But other than that, you never apologize for family, and never ever apologize for success. Success, if you apologize for it, then you're not doing it right.
Right.
You know, and we believe to our core that we are doing this right.
Well, clearly you're doing it right. You have your second establishment. So.
Second one in 3 years. at COVID time.
Well, and if you think about it, it's like really like your third project because your Bloody Mary was one of your babies for a while too. So
yeah, that's many
for a man that
years
doesn't have
work.
children, you got a lot of children so far.
I do. You know, I don't have kids, and I think I would have been a good dad.
Of course
I really
you
think
would have
I
been.
a good dad, but
You can borrow mine anytime.
yeah, I'm a good babysitter. Hey. You know, I'll just duct tape them to the mirror and let them watch themselves. but no, but we believe we do it right. You know, and we want our guests to do it right.
Yes.
You know, and you can't eat well if you're not in the moment.
Right.
You know, just be present and be present for the guests that you're with. Be present for the effort, the toil that went into building this establishment. We take great pride in it, and we want you to take great pride in it. It's like, oh, we got reservations. You don't have them until in August. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
Or take my reservation, which I don't think that'll ever happen.
No.
You know, we want to be on demand.
It'd be like the Taylor Swift of tickets.
That'd be dope. Hey, if I could get her in here to sign guitar, you know. I got signed guitars where I love music.
I know.
A lot of my friends are music. Greg Henry, he's a big music promoter and throws on events. You know, all the big events we have here, they're all done by him.
Are you gonna have live music here?
Yes.
Okay.
We are.
Okay.
Yes, we are. My very, very, very dear friends, Rod and Shelley McWilliams. They have a 9-year-old kid that's going to be a superstar.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, just they were out at my buddy Collins Johnson's house in Ruby for his blowout birthday, and did it right. Suede was there. Robert, from the lead singer of Suede, is the lead singer of Suede.
We're not promoting that here.
No. Rod is going to be here at our opening night performing.
Oh, okay.
One of my investors, Matthias Dotremont, and his band, Texas Bad Cats, I believe is the name. They're going to perform here. Robert's going to perform from Suede. Rod does all of our music down there. He's going to do all of our music here.
Yeah.
He's a genius when it comes to it. I'm blessed to know him. Shelley Mack is, I mean, she's toured with Sting, Elton John. I mean, she's a big to-do.
Yeah.
Her voice is as beautiful as she is. And they're just such lovely people. And I mean, just like you are, just like James is for doing this, and my staff and the community in whole. Y'all are why I do what I do. Y'all are why we do what we do. We just want to say thank you for being a part of this amazing town that you allow us to live in. And you allow us to do this by coming back, and you and Chad come in the restaurant all the time. Chad works there, he's there all the time. And I don't know how he does it. That's a second job for him and kids.
Yeah.
So it's like 3 full-time jobs.
Yes.
You know, which I'm third on the rung there, and I'll gladly take that over, you know, his moneymaker and y'all.
Yeah.
You know, family's what it's all about.
But he's like,
that's what we're pushing
you're
here.
constantly trying to recruit me for more over there. I was like, I married you because you weren't in this.
Yeah. But, yeah, family's why we do this. We are family. We love being a part of the community that is called Buda, Texas.
Yeah. Well, and it's just a pleasure to get to experience like your just wild imagination come to life and see it just become what it is, from when it was mud bugs and literally the odds were kind of stacked against you when you opened to literally when the world was shutting down, and then it's become what it is, and then to trail into the Bloody Mary and then this. And like I said, we were here a year ago and just now have walls and AC and all of the little attention to detail it's all you. And so that is your imagination just coming to life. And it's not even just in the decor, it's in the food, it's in the drinks, it's in the names, it's every little quirky little detail that you cover perfectly. And I think as a whole, Buda and even Kyle and parts of Austin just get to enjoy that, and we're appreciative of you lending us your imagination to enjoy. So,
well, thank you very much.
for our entertainment value.
Thank you very much. Hey, it's like I said, y'all are why what we do, and again, I'm blessed, I'm fortunate, and I'm very, very appreciative of the time that you take through all the interviews that we've done, and hopefully for the couple. 2, 3
I'm the talent for a reason.
You are the talent. You are the talent. And but I will tell you that the talent extends to James as well, because without his amazing eye on bringing
and
this
his into like his
Way better
engineering
fun. There you go.
skills of
Yeah.
putting chords in places and whatnot.
Go Texas Productions. You see the red FJ
Yes.
driving around with his logo on the side.
I'll take a picture and
Hire
I'll
that
send it
guy.
to him. And he's like, stalking much? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's kind of hard not to see you.
Yeah, hire him, and then when you do, come here afterwards.
For sure.
We want y'all to raise your glasses, raise your forks, put your cell phones away, leave the kids at home.
Yes.
Again, nothing against them, but this is our time.
Right.
You know, we're the
Right.
ones that guide those kids.
Yes.
And without our rest and relaxation, it's like a job. You got to have a break from that. You got to have a break from the kids. Kids need a break from us.
Yep.
You know, you're around it all the time. You don't appreciate it.
Right.
So come
No,
on in
for
and
sure.
appreciate the hell out of us.
Well, I'm so excited for this place to open. I'm so excited to try the drinks and to see the food and it all come to life and hear the music. So 2 weeks. We'll hope.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2
We'll
weeks.
Hope.
Don't hold it to me. Don't hold it to me.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time with me today and giving
Mad
me a
respect.
formal tour. And I'm so happy and proud of you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.